Good morning, guys. We are here with Team Nonce, the winners of Smart India Hackathon 2022. We'll take a small interview of them and let's find out how the experience was in Smart India Hackathon 2022. So, hi, guys.
Hello.
Can you all introduce yourself with your names?
Yeah. So I'm Purvik. I'm the group leader of Team Nonce. I'm from CSC department.
I'm Rohit from CSC department.
I'm Prajwal from CSC department.
I'm Likit from CSC department.
So, how was your like? What was your basic project about? So, can you please explain about your project?
Sure. So our project is a blood registry based system where our main objective is to ensure and enforce safe transfusion of blood. So we do this by providing an open and public blockchain database where people, any person, you, me, any public person can go access it, look at all the blood samples that are available, and see which blood bank is close to them. Because at times, you require blood. It's usually an emergency when you require blood, right? So we also ensure that we show you the nearest possible blood banks where you can procure a sample from, and the same is applicable to a hospital. So we provide portals to blood banks and hospitals. Blood banks, they can register themselves into our portal and access their dashboard. In the dashboard, they can register donors as and when they come in. And if the same donor wants to donate elsewhere, he can use his Aadhaar card number and donate the blood sample anytime. Right. So each blood sample that is collected will be processed by the blood bank for any diseases, right? Like any transfusion diseases like AIDS or HIV or diabetes and stuff like that. So whenever a donor comes in with such diseases, we block their Aadhaar card number so that they don't donate blood anytime in the they cannot donate blood at all. And at times people also smoke and are under the influence of alcohol when they donate blood. So in that cases we block the blood sample, but we don't block the user. He can come in and donate at a later period, but we'll block that particular blood sample. Block as in we won't let it be visible to the hospitals. So the hospitals, what they can do is they can only view the blood samples that are tested okay, that do not have any diseases, that do not that meet all the required criteria. Only those blood samples are visible to the hospital and the public. So this is essentially our project.
It's a great project, guys. So, what was the inspiration for this project? So, how did you start putting things together for this project?
We found the problem statement on a government website. So there's a requirement about this project. So in the blockchain domain, that a blood registry using blockchain is like
The Ministry of Information Technology has a separate website called blockchain.gov.in where they give out problem statements that can be solved using the implementation of blockchain technology. And they have multiple problem statements like land registry and medicine database, and one of them was blood registry using blockchain, and their main objective was to ensure safe transfusion of blood. So that was our true motivation for taking up this project and taking it forward into the development phase.
It was like a government initiative to future-proof a certain domain.
How did you start with implementation? So the ideation was great, and how did you guys come up with the implementation process?
When it comes to the implementation, the first thing that we had to do was study the feasibility. Being computer science students, blockchain for us itself, it's a relatively new concept because it's been coming under the limelight recently. So we had to extensively study the feasibility, what technologies we could use, and we ended up using Ethereum blockchain network, and we wrote all our smart contracts using Solidity programming language. And once we were able to figure out that okay, it is in fact possible, we started thinking about the implementation as in how it could be done, what sort of a solution we provide. So we went with a portal based solution where people can register and donate. So we tried to mimic the entire blood supply chain management to the best possible way.
Okay. So during your hackathon, it was a 36 hours hackathon, right? I'm sure you must have faced some kind of a problem. So what was your on-spot improvisation in the hackathon that you guys went for?
Like when we initially started, we were so much excited about the whole process. Like everything was going very smoothly. But after a day, when we started the second day, we were all exhausted. We didn't have much sleep, and yeah, we got stuck in between. Like there are so many errors, and at the very end, at the last 2 hours of the hackathon, we were facing so many problems, and we started improve. I mean, they even gave the feedback on a regular basis. So we acted upon that, and we included many functionalities based on their observation and suggestion as well. And then at the end, we rectified all the errors, and at the end, it went all good.
I think, like Likit said, just 2 hours before our final presentation, we hit a roadblock where Ethereum basically capped our file size to 24 KB. And whatever additional features we wanted to add, we couldn't add at that point. And it was a very difficult period because we just had 2 hours to get ready for the presentation. And essentially, our smart contracts are very fundamental to our project. And, without being able to deploy it, our project was in shambles. And at that point, all 4 of us just sat together and properly clutched and got it to work. And, people were extremely impressed with the skills that we showed at that stage.
Yeah, this is very good, guys. In the last moment, you have done so much. So, what support did you receive from college through the internal mentors, or what support did you receive from the external mentors in the Smart India Hackathon?
The initial phase was a great push by our teachers.
Arun Kumar sir.
Arun Kumar sir especially, that was our initial push. So it was just possible because of Arun Kumar sir. So he had a regular meeting with us, and he told he had given initial ideas, all these extra additional features, additional attributes, everything was given by him. So we had a minimal effort in the initial phases. After that, we took on and we got some interest and we went on
We
it.
basically realized those ideas and features. And even there, we had like 3 rounds of evaluation and 3 rounds of training.
Okay.
So in all the 3 rounds, evaluators would come to us, look at our project, see our progress, and ask us what sort of, basically suggest improvements and additional features that we could think of incorporating that would probably have an impact in the final decision of the winner of the hackathon. And we did consider all those feedbacks seriously and try to do our best to incorporate it till the very end, and that proved to be fruitful.
So great, guys. In 36 hours, what you pulled out is really good. So now the competition is over and all of you are relaxed. So given a chance, what would you guys go back and change? Any one thing that you would like to change your project to make it more better? Or what you felt, maybe if I had done this, my project would have been more better. Anything, guys?
I think a little more preparation from our end before. A little more preparation because we just came off our 6th final exams, and I think in the span of 2 or 3 days we had to pack everything up and leave for Bhopal, and we didn't have much time dedicated for the project. So
It was on spot implementation, and it was a bit. Initially, we took a toll, and then we gathered a pace, and then we hit a roadblock. As
it was slow initially, but once all of us got into that groove, I think we were able to pull it off. But I mean, given that we didn't have any preparation when we left here, and the fact that we were able to pull through, I think it shows a lot about our thought process and how at that point we were able to incorporate all the ideas. And so I feel like we learned a lot about ourselves too, and overall it was a great experience. I'm sure everyone here would agree.
So what suggestion you would give your juniors who will be upcoming for this participation in Smart India Hackathon in the future events?
I think
have a clear idea and prepare well in advance. Will take it forward, and it'll be a good roadmap to the winning.
And once they reach the final stages, it's very important to take the feedbacks from the instructor there and the mentors over there. Like whatever functionality they ask us to add, like those things will be very important while they judge the final row. They look at the project which we have implemented and also the functionality which they told us to implement and the way we have implemented it on spot. So that will be important thing for the.
So pay attention. I think SIH is all about sticking to the problem statement. You reach the final round just because of your problem statement. Like whatever project topic that you give, that is what is selected, and you should always try to hit that objective. Your solution, whatever you do, should not sway away from solving that problem. All these additional features, they're just to beautify the concept. But the core principle should still try to solve that issue that you sought out to solve, right? So I think that is also a very important thing that we have to keep in mind, especially in SIH. And I think that is it.
So this was a great experience shared by Team Nonce. So congratulations for
Thank you.
the prize money and the great recognition you guys have found. So hope you guys do well in future.
Thank you.
So thank you. This is Pradeep signing off. Thank you.